guys, what is going on? It is Big Marks and welcome to my first ever FIFA 18 video. Now in today's video I'm going to be going back to my roots and showing you guys the best and most overpowered FIFA Pro Clubs builds. So obviously we're going to start off with the striker position, as that normally is the most requested position and the most popular. So if you guys don't know what this series is about, I literally just show you guys the exact stats and places to apply your skill points in order to become one of the most overpowered players within that position in the game. So obviously the game has just been released and everyone's going to be looking to get an advantage. Everyone's going to want to be able to score goals from the off, boost their stats as quick as they can. So use this build and I guarantee you will not go wrong. So as you can see in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, I've played 8 matches, scored 11 goals with 6 assists. That is a very decent start considering that I've only just put this build together. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to dominate like this from the off and boost those stats as quick as possible. So we're going to jump straight into it here. If you just scroll over here to the position tab, you'll see as a forward, the only role you can go as is a striker. So you're literally, you can't go wrong there. If you go over to the physical tab now, you should set your height to 6 foot. Now last year the best striker build for me was at 5'11", but as you can see here, if I change the heights from 5'11" to 6 foot, there isn't any change at all in the stats, which means you can get away with getting that extra inch, probably to win you those extra headers if you need to, and literally just gives you a better advantage. In terms of weight, I've gone with 174 pounds. You'll see if I put it any higher, the stats start to drop a little bit. The only thing that increases in that sense is the strength. To be totally honest with you guys, to have a lot of strength as a striker at the start of the game really isn't a bother. You can use your dribbling moves and also your pace to get around the defenders, so you don't really have to rely on the strength. For the body type, I've gone with average. You guys can choose whatever you want, average or lean. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect the stats whatsoever. And for the preferred foot, obviously you're going to go with whatever foot you are. I'm right footed, so I've gone with the right. Right guys, so that's all you're going to need for that section. On to the most important part now, which is the player growth, where you can spend your skill points and really boost those stats. So as we jump straight into it here, you'll see that it has changed a little bit from last year. You now have different play styles. As you can see, I've only used one. And yeah, I think this is a really nice feature, to be totally honest. It lets you have different play styles without having to constantly change your pro and change all of their stats and everything. So as you can see, I've got 29 skill points available. I'm not too sure how many you guys will have right at the start of the game, but obviously the more games you play, the more skill points you'll rack up. And yeah, literally just go from this basis. So as you can see here, starting off from the physical, I've applied nothing from there. I don't really need any stamina or strength, as I mentioned before. The main things we're going to be focusing on, as you can see there, no defending. Obviously I'm a striker, do not need that whatsoever. It's going to be the dribbling here. This is the most important in my opinion at the moment as a starter build. So as you can see there, you want to use the dribbling and also the ball control. Literally you want to boost those stats as much as you can, because having that close touch control can literally be the make or break of you getting around the defender or past the defender with a little close touch control, and it will literally put you in a lot more opportunities to score. So as you can see here, I've got 4-star skills, 84 ball control, 82 attacking positioning, 79 agility. The stats are decent there, 85 dribbling as well. So literally just apply as many of these as you can. And also on the agility side as well, I decided to put that on purely because they're not really too expensive. These first two here I think only cost 1 skill point each, and also just having that little boost in stats really does help, especially at the start, because everyone's on the same playing field. Nobody has, you know, a 90 rated pro right from the start, so this will put you at a huge advantage. On the passing section, I literally haven't used anything. I'd mainly put the passing stats or passing traits on a central attacking midfielder or just a midfielder in general. And I've also used some of the shooting ones, as you can see here. I've also put the weak foot on. You'll also see running in the background loads of clips of me scoring goals and making contributions to the game. I have scored quite a few goals with the weak foot. The weak foot at 3 stars, it really isn't that bad, as you will see in the clips. I've also put my shot power up and also my finishing. Obviously the finishing is going to be the main point. Long shots were fine for me without even having to boost them, to be totally honest. I think the first goal I scored was actually a long shot, and yeah, you don't really need to worry about that too much. I'd say the finishing and the shot power mainly for the shooting section, just to start off with, just to get you a nice little basis point. But the finishing, I would say, is the most important out of both of those two, purely because you might be put, as a striker, you are going to be put in a lot of one-on-one scenarios, and you're going to want to be able to finish those as best as you can and as frequently as you can. On to the next tab here, and I've put on the pace. I've added acceleration and also sprint speed. Acceleration I thought was the least important out of the two. Sprint speed is a must, because to be able to breeze that defender that is obviously going to be a bot, if you can breeze them or turn the defender with the dribbling and then use the pace to burst away and get away from them, especially if the opponent is an any as well, you're going to have a massive advantage there. And again, like I said, you're going to be put in a lot more one-on-one scenarios where you can then use your finishing to score a goal. So that is pretty much it for this build. Obviously we're not going to touch the goalkeeping tab, but I'll leave the clips running in the background and just tell you a little bit about this build. I found that right off the bat against the bots, it worked really well in terms of finding space, and also the strength is decent. You don't really get bullied too badly. Like, the strength isn't as bad as it looks. But the build does play very well. You can shoot really well. You have decent pace. So I would definitely recommend this if you are starting out as a striker. I'm going to have another central attacking midfielder build coming out next. If you guys want me to do any other positions in particular first, then let me know in the comment section down below. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have also enjoyed the clips. Let me know what I can do to improve these videos as well. If you did like the video, don't forget to drop a like. Also subscribe to my channel for more FIFA 18 content. I've been Big Marks, and I'll see you guys in my next episode. Peace.